Oh, man.
6 all day.
No, that's what they say. It's Chicago.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Is going to the
Is now Mr. Relevant.
Championship.
I wonder why they would even call somebody Mr. Irrelevant. He still got drafted.
Not even that. Imagine when you wake up today and you're like, damn, I lost to Mr. Irrelevant.
No, it wasn't no wake up because
I ain't never going to sleep.
You wasn't going to sleep.
Yeah,
I promise to God you didn't go to sleep.
Yeah.
You're up
Sick
pacing.
to your stomach.
You're tossing and turning, trying to figure it out. You probably don't watch Sports Center 50 times.
I'll tell you,
even though you claim you didn't. You just.
I'll tell you who went to sleep, slept right through the night like a baby. I bet you Joe Burrow slept like a baby. I bet you before the game, Joe Burrow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Nah.
Yeah. When you
Jalen Hurts slept like a baby.
Jalen Hurts was throwing.
I know everybody's going to be on the Joe Burrow tip today. Just put respect on Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, by the way,
Beast.
it really might go in the league right now. Mahomes 1, Burrow 2, Hurts 3. Like, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, he wasn't right. He wasn't 100% and throwing dimes from the pocket.
So that's what I'm saying. So as you would say, he gets a little extra credit for that. You know, a little extra credit. He was hurt.
No doubt.
So you give him a little extra credit.
I did. I got him. By the way, think of his resume. I got him 3rd in the league right now. Probably. I got to think this one through. But he looked great. So anyway,
we're going to talk about a quarterback that is not top 10 or top 10. How are you framing it this morning?
This is a problem, man. Key. What do you always say? Don't turn the ball over. Everyone been all week about Dak, right? And he got over it last week.
Oh, man, when he threw that pick in the first quarter to Diamador, Lenore, I was like, okay, so this is what we get ready to do to the rest of the game. We're going to get a ball to the other team.
Hey, those 2 picks, Jay, when you add it up, and that's really the difference in the game.
Yeah, but Key, it's not even that. It's like, okay, let's just set the setting for everybody. The best running back gets hurt. Tony Pollard goes out of the game. In that moment of time, you're like, okay, here we go. This is the moment where Dak has to elevate his other teammates. It's time, right? The dynamic running aspect of your game is gone. Now, Dak, here's the stage. And that's the delivery you get.
Well, he likes to elevate the secondary of the other team.
You know, I had to watch, so I'm watching the games and stuff, and you see things in real time, and you're watching it, and you say, well, okay, that's on him. That second interception I originally thought was on CeeDee Lamb.
On Dak.
But then I realized it's on Dak. Why would you even throw the ball right there when you know he's pushing, he's pivoted back out. The coverage says that Ward, the slot dude, is right there. So even if CeeDee Lamb was a stick and stay, he wouldn't have been able to do anything but catch the football and get tackled right there in between 2 dudes. Now, typically, if you stick and stay right there, you just stay. The man that's on him wouldn't have never ran out and tried to get underneath it. Dak should get off of him immediately. That's a man-to-man route. When he pivot back outside like that, that's the only time you throw that, a man-to-man, because you lost your man. But they were in a zone-type bracket coverage, and all of a sudden, he still throws the football. I'm like, what are you doing? But that's because he ain't reading it right for whatever reason.
Final score 19-12. And I know, you say, well, they come away with 3 points, and how does that the difference in the game? Those 2 interceptions, but those are points you could have scored 2 on offense, even just getting field goal range, just keep the chains moving. It really seemed like when a defense plays like the way the Cowboys defense did, you need the last thing the quarterback can do is turn the ball over twice on the road in the playoffs. And I got to imagine that is demoralizing for that Dallas defense. For someone like Micah Parsons, who, Micah Parsons, you look and you go, oh, my God,
exactly.
this dude.
Have you ever been side-eye?
He really looks like LT.
Have you ever been side-eye, Max, by anybody?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
Who asked
Imagine how many side-eyes Dak Prescott got yesterday from his teammates. On the field, off the field, on the plane, standing in line, getting ready to get on the plane. I can only imagine, because you're right. When you throw 2 interceptions and your defense plays that way, those interceptions are costly. Because guess what the other side did? They played basically the same way on defense. They played lights-out football, but what did the quarterback not do? Give the football to the other team.
Well, this has been an ongoing theme with Dak and Key. I know that we said, a couple of weeks ago.
Well, I thought he turned the corner last week.
Exactly, right? On turn the corner. But here's something that's going to blow your mind, Key. Hold on, Max. Dak has not had back-to-back games without a turnover interception, or lost fumble
Since
for
Mississippi State.
49 straight games.
Wait, he
49 straight
You're saying he
games.
hasn't put two together
Yes,
in 49 games.
49 games.
So he has 0 turnover. Then he comes back and has a turnover.
Yep.
Yeah.
0 turnover.
Never had back-to-back games without a turnover. 49 straight
Hard
games.
to win a Super Bowl like that, right?
49 straight games, Key.
Damn, he a
Is it
turnover
right?
machine like that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, so when you get
That
to
doesn't
this,
even sound. That doesn't even. I mean, I know you.
No, the
you're
question
right.
is how many other players does that apply to, right? Is that
No. That's not what I was saying. I was just gonna say it doesn't even sound right. Like that doesn't even sound like a $150, $200 million quarterback. Like,
so the last 2
you're just
games
a-
where he's had back-to-back games without a turnover was the last regular season game in 2018 and the season opener in 2019.
Here is Dak on how he felt about his performance after the game.
Just disappointed, as I said. I mean, guys that played their asses off, defense who gave us an opportunity to win this game, who played hard against a really, really good offense, a really good team, and for us to only put up the points that we did, that's unacceptable. And it starts with me, and I've got to be better. I mean, that's
Really?
no other way to sugarcoat it.
Well, yes, I would say
Why
that.
you laughing?
Shocker.
Huh?
Really? Really?
Oh, you heard me?
Yes, I heard you.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Mike McCarthy, Cowboys head coach. Remember, I said Dak had some runway. The first to give him another year, then they get rid of the coach, then the new coach, and then when he does it again, well, it's first year with the new coach. But those turnovers maybe shortened that runway to me. Here is Mike McCarthy, Cowboys head coach.
We felt that we were going to be able to get our hands on the ball just because of the way we play on defense, and our takeaways for the season speak for themselves. And we had some chances tonight, so we could, like I said, we came up a few plays short in the big play area.
Clock management an issue. Key, Jay.
I think the last part of the game, I didn't understand they let 20 seconds or so run off when they were punting the ball at the end of the game there.
McCarthy can tell time. Maybe he has one of those conditions where you can't tell time.
No, I don't know if it was on him or miscommunication with the people in the personnel grouping. Maybe they were thinking that they were going to go for it like I was thinking. At that point in the game, yeah, you had the 2-minute warning. You had 3 timeouts. But I personally, if I was coaching that team, I would have scrapped that, man, let's go. Because we hadn't been able to stop them at that portion of the game from an offensive standpoint. They had been kind of moving the football a little bit. And you saw what happened when they got the ball back. They moved the ball, kept the ball, and that was it. And the Cowboys got it back for 40-something seconds left.
But, Key, I'm not going to jump to conclusions and say that, all right, today, Mike McCarthy should be fired. Like, I actually think Mike McCarthy should be the next head coach. He should continue to be the head coach there. At some point, the dudes on the field have to make the plays.
100%.
Like, at some point, you're going to look at Dak and you're going to say, okay, like, this moment was built for you. Like, it was 19
Like Mike
12.
McCarthy,
Like, it was right there. You had multiple opportunities. It's right there.
Mike McCarthy didn't throw the first pick. Mike McCarthy didn't throw the second pick. Mike McCarthy didn't tackle Pollard and hurt his ankle. So when you start to look at those things, everything can't always be on the coach. There's certain things in games that I certainly could tell you if a coach did something wrong and he didn't make the right decision or the right call. I could do that, but in this particular game, this one is not on Mike McCarthy.
I hope Jerry Jones is listening. Jerry, you keep Mike McCarthy. You give him a 10-year contract extension right now. I say that as a Giants fan. Just keep everything exactly the way it is.
Well, you Max, I wouldn't even mention Giants today.
Why not? The Giants in year.
Why, they had a great year.
Key, you
They
even
had a great
said,
year.
Hold on. You said it wasn't even a rebuilding year. It was an evaluation year. Key, they got as far as the Cowboys.
Yeah, they had a good year, but it ain't. But you and I both know.
Yeah.
That once you get into the playoffs, you ain't trying to go home and then come back and say, "Oh, it was an evaluation year."
Yeah, but they won a playoff game.
They got blitzed by the Eagles, and that's fine.
This team had no business in the playoffs. They weren't that good. They won a freaking playoff game. They got as far as the Cowboys just had arguably their best season in over 25 years. You could argue it was their best season in over 25 years, but certainly one of them. The Giants are in year 1 of rebuild their evaluations. They got just as far.
See, it's
cool,
not right,
but
Key,
you
when it's
don't have
compared
no
to the Cowboys.
room you don't have no room to talk right now.
Not the way the Giants got it.
Nah,
everybody's like all angry and disappointed. I'm like, why? Like, they exceeded expectations.
No, they won.
This year.
Yeah,
Look,
I
man,
feel good.
they
They
won.
just got whooped up.
The Eagles are
They
just
won
on a
the
different
argument.
level.
They won the argument. It was an evaluation year. They backdoored in the playoffs, won a playoff game, went on the road to the Eagles, and got shellacked. No question about it. but don't jump all over the Cowboys when your favorite team.
I'm not.
No.
I'm talking about Max.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Mike McCarthy. Mike, I like Dable. I love Dable, and I like Daniel Jones, right? Like, he had nowhere to go with the ball that whole game. I like that. It's just in play. Keep everything the way it is there. If I'm a Giants fan, I'm looking at the Cowboys going, keep everything the way it is. I loved it. I'll take my guys. You take your guys. Let's see how this goes.
Just saying, when they went on the road and they beat up Minnesota, you were very like, oh, there's a chance. Like, it was different. It's Minnesota's defense.
No, right.
Right?
No,
it's the same way. It should have been the same way we looked at Dallas beating Tampa, because that was your point about Tampa being beat up. Same thing, right?
Well, the difference was that Philadelphia has been, when they've been healthy, they've been
the best team in
probably
football.
the best team.
But check this out, though, man. The Cowboys' defense played really good football.
Yes, they did.
The quarterback didn't play good football, so therefore they wind up losing the game.
Yep.
That's it's as simple as that.
Yeah. That's
simple as that.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. It's true. Meantime, that's the Cowboys. I don't even think the Cowboys were the team with the most pressure on them, and they lost. The team with the most pressure on them this whole season, this playoffs, everything, was the Buffalo Bills, and they lost too. So here's the question. Is it time to reevaluate? I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no. I'm asking a question. Josh Allen, Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, ESPN Radio.
The Cincinnati Bengals are headed to Kansas City.
You know, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks about us. We don't care who's favored, who's not.
It's just the disrespect they gave us. You know what I'm saying? We don't really care how they treating us and how they gonna do us.
Windows my whole career.
This is Key.